So MM's having a commitment ceremony. Ike's dragging out this daggone divorce conversation. Like, boy, we already know you want a divorce, so why we doing all of this? Madison, you moved David in your house and y'all been living together for how long and you still haven't told your father? Thomas, you're waiting for you and Camille's relationship to get real deep and romantic. I mean, at this point, we already know where they at now. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Married at First Sight season 18. Where are they now? Honestly, y'all, I felt like we kind of knew where they was at like 2 episodes ago. Like right before the reunion, that little episode that they had, we got a feel for where they was at because like nothing's changed. Literally nothing's changed. But anyway, we still have some things to get into. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see, you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before and you keep coming back and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Married at First Sight is coming back for season 19 and I would like for you to be here with us, okay? Join the family and hit the subscribe button. If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Y'all. I just got finished watching episode 5 of Temptation Island and baby, it's a mess. It is a complete mess. So if y'all did not check out my reviews for episodes 1 through 4, go do that. Because baby, episode 5, we really got some things to get into, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Married at First Sight. So let's just go ahead and do it. So it's been a year since filming, right? Everyone's divorced except for Camille and Thomas. Madison and David are still living together, still going strong, or whatever the case may be. MM is engaged to Brandon. Yeah, that's where we at now. That's literally where we at now, okay? So MM and Brandon are celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and they seem to be very, very happy together, okay? She said he's the best partner she could have, and that he made it easy for her to let her walls down. So he's divorced and MM's not, so they're having a commitment ceremony. Pastor Cal said he's going to do the ceremony, but only after he have a couple of sessions with them, all right? So MM and Brandon are working on having a baby, and he has a period tracker app so he can figure out when's the best chance to go in and shoot the club up, because his goal is to make her a mother and give her the life she deserves. I still don't trust that man at all. Okay? Madison and David are living together. They're both in the kitchen talking, and they're going to MM's commitment ceremony. And Madison asks David, how do you feel about, seeing Michelle? David said he won. So he don't care what Michelle got going on over there. Now listen, I know I said that he won, and I was like, a win is a win. And they was like, what did he win? He won someone that's going to support him. Y'all, it's sarcasm. Like, I was not saying that David won in the sense of Michelle losing. I was saying David won in the sense of, oh, he got somebody that's going to take care of him. He walked away with a blonde girl just like he wanted. Like, he won. Essentially, he won. Yes, Michelle dodged a bullet, but nonetheless, that ninja won. He said he already said his apologies, so he don't feel no type of way. So then he asked Madison, like, so how do you feel about seeing Michelle? And the smoke detector goes off, and they're like, that must be a sign. I'm not going to lie. It was funny. Not gonna lie at all. I definitely cackled a little bit, okay? Nonetheless, Madison says she feels indifferent. He's like, don't even waste your energy on it. Like, don't even waste your energy. And she says she's just so protective over her David, okay? So now he got someone that's going to support him. He got him a blonde girl with blue eyes. And he got a protector. Who wears the pants in that relationship? I'm just curious to know. But nonetheless, we find out that Madison didn't even tell her father that David moved into her apartment. So David is hoping that he's okay with it, but he's going to talk to her father and let him know that he's serious about his daughter. Listen, if Madison didn't tell her father that David moved in with her, nope, something not right about it. Because like, from what we've seen, they seem to have a really good relationship to the point where she could tell him anything. I mean, obviously, she told him that, she hooked up with David while she was still married to Alan. So I'm trying to figure out what you holding back for then, sis. What you holding back for? Anyway, David said that Madison could please him, and she's the woman he always wanted, and he's so in love. I mean, I would be in love too if I had somebody taking care of me. David is willing to follow her wherever she goes, okay? It doesn't matter if she goes to the other side of the world, he's going to follow her. Of course he is, because she's paying the rent. But nonetheless, she hates the perspective of him just being a lazy mama's boy, because that's not who he is. If you say so, girl, I'm not going to argue with you. That's your man, not mine. Your man, not mine, okay? So she's talking about how when she watched the show, she was struggling with how poorly Michelle treated him. And it was hurtful and demeaning. And she thinks David deserves an apology. But she doesn't know how David feels. First of all, let me say this, Madison. Let me say this to you. You talk about the way Michelle treated daggone David when you was over there playing in Alan's face. Girl, the way you played in Alan's face, you need to be over there apologizing. How dare you talk about you was struggling with how Michelle treated David? We all saw how Michelle treated David. We all didn't agree with it. But baby, don't act like you miss innocent and the way you treated Alan was so perfect. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay? He said he's built different, so he don't need no apology. Just like she probably felt his apology was BS, he don't need it. He said he just don't like her and it just is what it is. He told Madison, I appreciate you wanting to protect me, but you don't need to. And just like the pit bull she is, oh, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best not to. Ciao. Madison is giving pick me for David. Girl, what's going on? I know the heart wants what the heart wants and love is love. But girl, it's giving very much you're the man in a relationship. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, Alan goes to meet with his friends and he's just happy that this is over. He said he wasn't in love. He just had hope. Everybody was confused thinking like Alan was falling in love, but Alan said, no, I just had hope. And he was hurt when he realized that she didn't even really try because she was seeing David early on in the process. So he was more so hurt in the fact that he lost his opportunity. But overall, he's happy with his new girlfriend. Good for you, Alan. Good for you, Alan. I'm happy you found someone. The way these people done got into these relationships almost immediately, I'm starting to feel like everybody had a girlfriend and a boyfriend back home. Now, Carla and Michelle are hanging out because they developed a really good relationship, okay? That sweater Carla had on was absolutely beautiful. The crochet sweater, oh my God. Oh my God, I said, I need that. So I went to her Instagram page and she listed the site on where I can get that. So I'm going to go get that, okay? But nonetheless, Michelle said that she realized that she did some things wrong, okay? And she watched it back and she realized that she was an absolute bitch, okay? She said she was cringing the whole time. I'm glad you saw what we saw, Michelle. So now you understand why we was dragging your behind for filth all season. You get it? Got it? Good. Michelle admitted that she realized that she probably wasn't really ready for this. Carla said, but I admire you because no matter what, you were honest. Now, that is one thing I could say about Michelle. Michelle may have been a bitch. She may have been a brat. She may have been all types of things, a mean girl or whatever. But the one thing that girl has been consistent with is being honest. You never had to worry about what she was feeling, which is why I truly believe that she was hurt when she found out that they was lying to her face because she's always been honest and straightforward. Carla said looking back at the show, she wouldn't change anything about her process. You sure about that, Carla, now that Juan is out there talking about you holding on to his secret and try to call you out for being a lazy bum? You sure you don't have anything that you would change? Maybe like putting his ass on blast or probably not marrying him in the first place? But I digress. Let's move on. So Carla's dating, okay? She said she went out with this guy who's just as free-spirited as her. And she realized that, yeah, no, I need a man with a plan. That ain't gonna work for me. Okay? She said she needs someone with a lot of structure. Which is why I told y'all I felt like she would have been good with Juan. But come to find out, Juan never really gave her a chance. But let's go on, okay? So Camille and Thomas are hanging with his family and they're talking about starting a family and, when's the right time. Sounds like they're waiting on Camille. Camille wants to grow in her career and everything. And, Thomas is like, I'm waiting on her whenever she's ready. Whenever she's ready. And I'm like, well, y'all better come on now. Because Thomas is getting older and older and older, okay? Now, Thomas' brother said, you can't wait too long because you can always advance in your career, but you can't always have children. A fact is a fact. A fact is a fact. I mean, unless you do like surrogacy or IVF, but even then, you can have your own babies natural. Try that first. Let's try that first, okay? So Thomas' brother pulls him outside because he really want to see what's going on. He want to tap in. That's that twin energy, okay? He's like, something not quite right. Let's talk. So Thomas told him that everything is going good, but he's waiting for them to get to that passionate part where he feels like he just can't live without her. And his brother like, so y'all like not having sex? Like, what you mean by passionate? And he's like, no, we're having sex and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily feel like we can be together forever, but we're working towards it. Let me tell you something. Let me find out it's going to be Thomas. Let me find out it's going to be Thomas that's going to be like, I want a divorce. Because I was reading Thomas' body language and the things that he wasn't saying, and it definitely was saying, I don't know if this is going to last. That's what it was giving. Now, Ike is on the FaceTime with his brother, and I was like, dang, they look like twins. Like, you got a twin brother? Because I swear they look like twins, okay? He said that he tried his best to keep it cute at the reunion, and I told y'all that he did. I told y'all that man was working on not showing his ass because he know that he already effed up this whole season. He tried to redeem himself, but baby, we didn't fall for it. We know a fool when we see a fool. We know a clown when we see a clown. And sir, that's exactly what you are. But nonetheless, he said that he had an art show and some of the guys came and they were really, really cool. He said he never really got the chance to know them because he barely participated in the process, which is why I don't understand why you are dragging out this divorce. Like, sir, let's go, okay? He mentioned to his brother how he thought he would be the first one married with kids and his brother did it before him. And not only did his brother do it before him, but his brother has 2 kids. And he doesn't even have someone to consider to marry or have kids with. Well, whose effing fault is that, Ike? I have girls in my DMs talking about you. Whose effing fault is that, Ike? Yours. Only yours and only yours, okay? You're looking for your unicorn. And it sounds like your unicorn would have to be unaccomplished, unsuccessful, and, at your beck and call 24 hours. Because when you had someone that was smart, intelligent, who actually wanted to be with you, was ready to pour into you and nurture you and all the things, you didn't want it. So whose fault is that? It's given low-key jealous because the way he worded it, saying it like, oh, I always thought it would be me. You don't really want this life. You don't, because if you wanted it, I'm sure you can have it. But instead, you continue to treat people like a-holes. So he's going to go meet with a divorce lawyer so him and MM can both move on. I'm sitting here like, what are y'all waiting for? Get the papers, sign the papers, and move on. It's not even that deep. The way he's sitting down talking to this lawyer about, we've been together for this long. What advice do you got for me? That is no advice. You don't want nothing. She not giving you nothing. Sign the paper, divorce over. That's it. That's all. It doesn't even have to be this big of a deal. But then again, because you did not show up all season, no one really cares what you have going on. And because you have nothing going on, you have to keep acting like you going through a whole divorce. And it's just like the worst time of your life. So apparently, Juan and Carla are going into business together. I'm so confused. How did we get here? How did we get here, Carla? You should have stuck to your plan of not being friends with this man. But now that we know that Juan has a secret that you're holding on to, of course he's going to manipulate you into being his friend. And I'm sitting here like, Do Juan actually need another business? Don't he got like three starter business as it is? Ain't you down at the Reddit asking the people to vote for you so you can win businessman entrepreneur of the year? Like, do you need another business venture? They gonna call this thing Wanchos Ponchos. Immediately no. Absolutely not. Take it back. We don't want it. We didn't ask for this. We don't want it. Okay? Watching these two talk, it just it's crazy watching it because it doesn't seem genuine at all. At all. When he's talking about his girlfriend, Carla was like, "Oh, so your girlfriend does lashes? Oh, so he is fine with girls that's in the beauty industry. Interesting." And then he mentioned tarot cards the other day. Interesting. Let me tell you something. Carla was saying a lot without saying a lot. I need to take a second and talk to y'all real quick. Real quick. Let's talk. Okay, so we already know that Juan put out his videos, right? And Carla did an interview. In that interview, Carla stated that she told Juan that she was going to leave her job. So for him to get in that video and say she got fired is crazy. It's crazy. Not even gonna hold you, okay? For us to find out that on the wedding day, Kinetic, the production made him tell Carla the secret, and then she had to decide whether or not she wanted to move forward or not, says a lot. Because for them to have to sign an NDA with Kinetic TV that she will not say anything about this man's secret. What the hell was the secret? And Carla, why did you go through with it? Now, here's my assumptions, okay? I'm just making up stuff, nothing, all alleged, all alleged. I heard maybe he has a child. Could be. Could actually be, okay? But I don't see Juan as the type to, sit there and deny his child. I will hope he's not that type of guy. But you want to know what I think it might be? Juan might be bisexual. That's just my thought. Just my thought. So much so that they was like, well, you need to tell her that so that she can decide whether or not she wants to continue in this relationship with you. And Carla, being a more free spirit she is, was like, okay, cool. I'm fine with that. We'll just see what happens. That's the only thing that makes sense to the point where she would stay and it's confidential enough because she said it's something in his private life. Something in his private life that happened in the past. That's the only thing that I can think of. That's just my thoughts, y'all. Just my thoughts. Nothing is facts. It's all alleged. All right. So anyway, Thomas and Camille are hosting a game night, and David and Madison come over. They're having fun. Madison said that her and David are being very intentional with their friendships. Okay, listen. They had fun. They look like they're a ball of fun. I'm happy for them. I'm happy if they happy. If you happy, you happy, happy. Everybody happy, okay? But listening to Thomas talk when they sat down, I'm like, they gonna break up. They're gonna break up. I'm not sold on them being completely happy. I'm just not. It's something about Thomas' facial expressions, his body language, when he talks about being married and how it's a choice and things like that, and how you have to be able to see if you could be with someone long term and forever. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I'm really not. I was trying on wedding dresses and I said, I'm so confused. What is happening? Are we getting married or what? Because you're going to your commitment service trying on the wedding dresses. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. Okay? So all the guys are meeting up for boys' night. But Alan leaves before David gets there because he don't want nothing to do with that man at all. All right. Ike expressed how he was happy that they came to his show, and he apologized for not really participating in the show, so he didn't really get a chance to really get to know them. Well, whose fault is that, Ike? Nobody's but your own. You sabotaged all this for yourself. You did. Nobody but you. Okay. Soon as Juan said David was coming, Alan was like, gotta go. I can't be here, okay? He said that he glad that it's over. He said he glad that they still together because it would have made him feel really bad if it was really just like a hookup, okay? So Alan, of course, left, and then David showed up. So when David showed up, I found out that everyone was going to MM's commitment ceremony except for him. But you know, he kind of expected that. I don't think he expected to know or get invited at all, okay? Juan said that he hopes that Brandon is here for the right reasons. And I said, oh my God, Juan, you must have read my mind. You read my mind because I really hope so too. I really, really hope so too. He said that he hopes that he just doesn't dip when the camera shut off. The way Brandon has been tagging himself on the Married at First Sight fan page, the man wants to be seen. I still don't feel genuine about him at all, even after watching this episode. I just don't. Am I happy for MM? Yes, if she's happy. And I really, really hope that she does not get hurt. But something about Brandon just does not sit right with me. And I can't even sit here and try to act like it does, okay? Thomas said that he is definitely concerned. But you know, David, the heart wants what the heart wants. You know when you know. Of course you do. Of course you do, David. Of course you do. Sounds like the right advice coming from you, right? Right, okay? So then all the women meet up to make candles. MM candle is called Commitment Day. It's full of fresh scents for a fresh, clean start. Camille is warm evening love. Because that's what she has with Thomas, some warm evening love, okay? Madison's would be called Drunk in Love. Perfect. I mean, it fits so perfect. Really does, okay? And Michelle's is Fresh Start. Now, Carla said hers is PP for pussy power. It got the power. Okay, so then after that, they do a sound bath. And after the sound bath, Carla says, I want you guys to say anything that you want to release that you never want to bring up again. All right. And I love this. I love the idea of this. I love the sisterhood of this. I love the healing in this. I actually love this. Okay. MM is releasing her past so that she can look forward to the future. Camille said that she is releasing how she thinks things should go or what she thinks the future should look like. I'm here for all of it. I really am. Michelle released her need for control and realizing that nothing and no one is perfect. Good for you, Michelle. Michelle has grown so much this episode, and I really, really appreciate that from her. Now, Madison released any type of resentment that she may have in any part of her life. She said that she realized that she didn't handle things right with Michelle, and she has empathy for how Michelle was feeling. Why didn't you say that, Madison? Why didn't you give Michelle that much respect? That's what I don't understand. Like, you sit around, you talk all this issue, do all these things, when all you have to do is tell Michelle that you have empathy for how she was feeling. You understand where she was coming from and be genuine about your apology. The way Michelle apologized at the end of this episode is the way you should apologize. Anyway, Carla said that she wants to release judgment because once you release that, then there's nothing left but love. When I tell you, I absolutely love this. I love this. And while I was watching it, I was thinking about what I would like to release. And I would like to release fear. The fear of being scared to try new things. The fear of branching out. The fear of being afraid to fail. I want to release fear. And so with that, let me know down in the comments what you would like to release. Okay? So Pastor Cal went to go visit MM and Brandon. So she hopes that Pastor Cal approves of them. She says she hopes that he sees how much they really love each other and how much they've grown over the last year. She wants him to know that this thing is real. Listen, Pastor Cal came in and was like, look, Brandon, you got a big personality. You're definitely not shy. Okay? He asked MM, how does she know that this is not love bombing? I said, okay, Pastor Cal, hit him with the questions because we need to know. So, of course, his answer was so superficial that MM had to come and clean it up. She said his actions align with what he says. He's a man of his word. So then they start talking about the family aspect of it all. His family loves her family loves him. They seem to be, meshing well. She said, we're building our lives together. So whether you approve of this or not, Pastor Cal, I'm still committing to this man, pretty much, right? So in the process of them talking about their families, Brandon talks about losing his father. We know MM lost her father and he lost his father. His father took his own life. So Pastor Cal was like, so how do y'all not know that y'all not trauma bonding? Like, how do you know at this moment you're not trauma bonding? And MM said, because we don't think about the pain from the past. We don't focus on that. We focus on our future. And Pastor Cal was like, I feel so much better about this now. And he said that he really likes Brandon for MM and he approves. So he's going to do the commitment ceremony. I'm not going to do too much on your man, MM. I'm not going to do too much on your man. I just hope that you are really, really, I just hope that you are really happy. Yes, I hope that you're really happy. I hope that you're not just settling. I hope that you're not letting him get over on you. And I hope that this is real and it lasts forever. Because I would hate to see you hurt again. I would really hate that. I would. So David and Madison go out with David's parents and Madison's dad, right? They're playing pool. They're having a good old time. David's mom said that she feel like Madison is the one. Mom's knows what mom knows, right? But I feel like David's parents will support anything he does. So, like, we really don't know. We just don't, okay? And then out of nowhere, Madison just decided to spring on her dad that, her and David moved in together. And he was like, what? Oh, okay. He's shocked. Because, like, why are you just now telling me like this? Like, what's going on? He said that it feels a little premature. But the heart wants what the heart wants. Child, they perfect for each other. He says the same thing David said. Definitely the same thing David said, okay? So then David decided to pull him to the side to talk to him and let him know that he really loves his daughter. And he's planning on marrying her. And he planning on making her the mother of his children. And that when he's ready to marry her, he's going to ask him for her hand and all the things of the things. Listen, Dad said that he thinks that him and Madison are a perfect mix for each other. And he also thinks that David is fantastic. I'm going to stop hating on y'all. I'm going to stop hating on y'all. I wish y'all the best. I honestly wish y'all the best. But I would be lying if I said that I would not be surprised if this does not last. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to move on. Okay. Now, Camille and Thomas are making s'mores. Really, really cute. They have the little fire thing. Thomas lit it. It's really cute. He brought her yellow flowers. I love yellow flowers, especially yellow roses. Oh, I love them. I had some on my desk and they died, so I had to throw them out. My husband bought me some like 2 weeks ago, and I can't keep them alive for nothing, so it was time to trash them. But nonetheless, they sit down. They're talking about their future. They're talking about children. The same thing. It's pretty much a repetitive conversation that we've seen them had over and over again. I really wish Thomas and Camille the family that they both deserve. I really do. I think they both mean well. I think they both want this to work. I think they both want to prove that they're the couple that survives, okay? But I really want them to really be happy. Don't feel like you need to stay together to prove a point. I really want y'all to be happy. And if that means that y'all stay together, then good. And if that means that y'all get a divorce, then good too. I just want y'all both to be happy. And if y'all do stay together, I want y'all to have beautiful babies. Because, I love a good married at first sight baby. I really do. Okay? Now, Ike is on the phone with his mom, making this divorce bigger than what it needs to be. Like, sir, you never really was married. You barely talked to that girl. Why is you calling your mother for advice? Like, y'all, he just annoys me so bad. So bad. But I do like the fact that Ike said that he appreciates the brotherhood that he developed from this process, okay? And I love that for him. I love the fact that he got a brotherhood. Stay away from the women. Stay away from the women. Because you obviously don't know how to treat or respect them. Keep your brotherhood over there and stay away from the women. So now it's time for MM and Brandon's commitment ceremony. And my heart was smiling. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker, y'all. I'm a sucker. I love love so bad. Although my gut was kicking me like, Sunday right, Sunday right. I just am a sucker. I was happy that she was happy. She looked beautiful. He looked nice. It was pretty. Like, I love it. I love it. The shoes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I can't even hate. I can't even be mad. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. The way Brandon pretended that he was all about her, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I love that for them. I really do. I hope it works. Y'all, I really hope it works. But nonetheless, we get to the reception and Michelle went to pull David to the side and she apologized. She said, after watching the show back, I realized how bad I treated you. And I really am sorry. That was a genuine apology. I am so proud of Michelle because she started off one way and the way we ended was really, really a complete change. And I remember in my last review when I kept saying, you were so mean to him. You were so nasty to him. You treated him like ish. You need to apologize. You need to apologize. So the fact that she actually did apologize to him on camera, I was fine with that. And right now, Michelle, you got a clean slate with me, sis. A clean slate. I am no longer mad at you. I'm not holding it against you anymore because I really feel like Michelle has learned and grown. Because the way she started off this season was never about the fact that she didn't like David. It was all about the way she handled him. She was honest, brutally honest. She was nasty. She was mean. She was all those things. Not because she didn't really want to be with him, but because she felt like he was beneath her. And so she treated him a certain way. But other than that, y'all, that's all I got. That's the way they at now, okay? Everybody seems to be moving on, doing well, and living their best life. And for that, I'm happy. I'm happy. I wish everyone the best. I really, really enjoyed this season, y'all. We had scandal, real scandal, okay? We had drama, real drama. We've had, ups, downs. I mean, I felt so many different emotions this season because y'all know I like to get invested in the shows that I watch, okay? Now that it's over, the investment's gone. But y'all know when I'm in it, baby, I'm in it. And I really appreciate you all for joining me this season. And we definitely are going to meet the cast of next season, but I'm going to wait a little while because I don't know when a release date is and I don't want to put it out too early. But if you guys are curious, there is an older couple, okay? An older couple like in their 50s on the next season. So we definitely going to have to see what that's about. If you guys did not go check out my Temptation Island reviews, go ahead and do that so you could get caught up and we could get into it, okay? When I drop the next episode reviews. With all that being said, once again, I appreciate you all for joining me this season. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you are releasing now that we are releasing this season. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.